Welcome to the second annual Oligo Nation Inspiring Hope Boston Gala. My name is Kimberly Bookman, and I'm a reporter here with 7 News in Boston. And I am thrilled to be standing at this podium and seeing so many familiar faces from last year. So do me a favor, if you were at the event last year, put your hand in the air. You came back for more. Yay, thrilled to see you. Thank you so much for returning. You know, firsts are never easy, right? You have to get all of the kinks out. When I was asked to MC the first event, I didn't even know what an oligo was, let alone how to pronounce it. But you know, after last year's event, I had an opportunity to meet with so many people and hear so many stories. And I sat down and I got on my computer and I took to social media, and this is what I wrote. They talk so I can learn. I learned so I could share. I shared so others would help. And together we raised a lot of research money to treat a rare brain tumor. Tonight, this event has the same goals. We are here to inform you, involve you, and inspire you. If you were here last year, and many of you were, you know how special it was and how it felt to create this community here in Boston. So I want to thank you all for coming out here again. And if you're new here tonight, welcome, welcome, and enjoy. Let me set the scene for you. Tonight, you will learn about Oligo Nation, what it is, what it's doing, and how you can help. 3 people will receive awards this evening. Dr. Islam Hassan is the Nobility in Science recipient. You want to stand up? Marcia Lassman will receive the Vision of Hope Award. And John Schlitt is the Inspiration Award winner. You will be introduced to each of these remarkable people and hear directly from them. But tonight is also about raising money for groundbreaking medical research and development. There's a silent auction, you saw it outside there, and we have some great items. I saw things like basketball tickets, and not just basketball tickets, Celtics tickets, fabulous Boston teams, all kinds of jewelry, cool art, there was pottery. So really, all you have to do is pick up your phone, the link that you were given when you came in, just make your bid there, and you can buy some really great stuff, and it all goes for a great cause. And all of these gifts came together because of our host committee. So if the host committee is here, could you stand up at your seat so we can give you a round of applause? Thank you so much for your hard work. We also have a really fun live auction coming up. And running that part of the show is another familiar face, auctioneer extraordinaire, Chris Ward. Chris. He's coming. Now, obviously, if you are going to come out on a rainy night like tonight, give up a night of Netflix and put on your best studs, right? You want a good meal. And we have good food for you. Again, this year, Gourmet Catering has prepared a fantastic dinner. And before the evening ends, if you didn't notice, outside, we have a beautiful, lovely flower wall that you can take pictures on and in front of. It's by Always in Bloom Flowers. So please take advantage of that and then post them. And remember to put Oligo Nation on it. So what do you say? Should we get this party started? Okay, help me welcome Oligo Nation's founder, Mr. Brock Green, to the stage.
Okay, well, first of all, it's just so great to be here tonight. I missed last year's party and I heard it was a great one. I'm thrilled to be here. Mostly I'm thrilled to see all the support, but I'm thrilled to meet all the people in my community and the people that are helping the people in my community to do what we need to do. I'd like to start by thanking Kimberly Bookman for joining us again this year as Mistress of Ceremonies. She brings her unique storytelling and heartfelt touch to everything she does. And, you know, tonight's gathering is really special, and it's already hit me a couple of times tonight. But the most important thing is that we're here together. Survivors, family members, friends. We are on a shared journey, one that involves medical, emotional, and structural challenges. The world doesn't see it and understand it, really, right? Why would they? But we know. Everyone in this room gets it. So tonight, you're surrounded by your peace, which I always find really inspiring and comfortable. I want to extend a special welcome to the survivors and family members who are with us for the first time. It is only by working together over time that we can change the future for oligo patients. So one of the things I've said before is that, like, after I started Oligo Nation, I started to really understand what thank you meant. And so I've got a lot of thank yous to get through tonight. And I'm going to start by extending a special thank you to our event sponsors, whose enthusiastic support makes this event and the work that we do possible. Thanks to our champion sponsor, Marshall Lassen. You'll hear that name a few times tonight. And a special shout out to our research sponsor, Servier Pharmaceuticals, who've made such a difference for oligo patients and have been such an outstanding partner for Oligo Nation. For an event like this, many people have contributed to its success, so I would like to say a few more thank yous. First to our co-chairs, Marshall Lassen, I told you her name. John Schlick. I thought it was Schlichty too, but okay. Megan and Mike Gospel, Kate Arlene, Amy Coffey, Emily Grenier, Jeremy Pivor, Christine Miloff, and Catherine Becker-Shannon. I also want to acknowledge our development team, Suzanne Tharp and Celia Rivera, who are here and played such a huge role in this event. I know this looks easy, but trust me, it's not. And Jeff Stillwell and his team, who have helped us pull together this room and innumerable details for tonight's activities. And finally, I want to recognize the members of the Oligo Nation Board of Directors who came here tonight. Jody Kay, our ambassador, Elisa Mandel, her wingman, Chris Milloff, Catherine Beth, Dr. James Perry, and our board chair, Jeff Davis. And like when you're on the Oligo Nation board, it's like not a glory position. You know, it's not, you're not padding the resume. Basically, people here are survivors, they have family members, they have close friends, and so they're all in it just like we are. And they do work every week and every month to make us more successful. So, now, should we get the party started? A good party always starts with the doctor. So, or maybe it always ends with the doctor. That might be good. Anyway, it is my absolute honor to introduce a remarkable individual who has made significant contributions to brain tumor research. Dr. Islam Hassan is the global head of drug development at Servier Pharmaceuticals and played a key role in the development over the last 6 years, bringing Oligo to patients. That's his role. Not everybody has the backstory, but Oligo was the first drug approved for oligo patients in the last 25 plus years. Prior to that little achievement, he was a cancer researcher at MD Anderson, which probably most people have forgotten at this point. And I want to say Servier is the only pharma company that focuses on low-grade gliomas, of which Oligo is one. And they are unique in another way. They are a nonprofit. So their focus is on patients, not stockholders, and it shows every day. And while Oligo is helping the oligo patients today, so many patients today, Dr. Hassan and his team are actively pursuing new approaches to deliver even greater benefits to oligo patients. So please join me in welcoming to the stage a leader in brain tumor research and a beautiful human being, Dr. Islam Hassan.
Good evening, everyone. This is a very scary room, by the way. I'm really humbled by the introduction that Brooke gave. I'm just really proud and very humbled to be alongside the community that shares the same dedication to patients and science. It's difficult to speak in this setting, but I'm here as a physician, I'm here as a researcher, I'm here as a scientist, but above all, I'm here as a human being with a passion. That passion has really shaped my professional career, and it also basically culminated in one of the proudest moments in my professional life, the FDA approval of the vorasidenib for grade 2 IDH mutant gliomas. That's the first approval for systemic therapy in this disease setting. But before I tell you a little bit more about Vora and the journey and how we got there, what we're doing next, I want to start with a principle that really shaped how I thought about things, and I carried it with me from the get-go. Alfred Elder, the very famous Austrian psychologist, called that the Gemeinschaftsgefühl, which basically translates from German into the sense of community. That's important because that sense of community means it transcends teamwork, it transcends empathy. It means that our own individual well-being is directly, intrinsically related to the other's well-being, that any personal progress is only meaningful if it really relates to something bigger than ourselves. And it's certainly, as Brooke mentioned, it's not just something that we look at as a psychological or philosophical concept. It's ingrained in our culture, and it's probably one of the reasons why I'm with you here. To give you a more idea about that sense of community, let me tell you about the first time it was Brooke. It was in 2018. The annual meeting of the Society of Neuro-Oncology was in New Orleans, outside of a vorasidenib investigator meeting, and he was not looking for me. He was actually looking for Susan Pandia, my manager and my mentor, to congratulate her on a very outstanding presentation about vorasidenib early development. And in 2018, I was just about to join the vorasidenib team. That stage for someone like me who has been spending most of his postgraduate medical training thinking about brain tumors and what the patient goes through and what it means to them. Joining the vorasidenib team was a breath of fresh air, because it meant that finally someone is willing to invest in IDH mutant gliomas. And IDH mutant gliomas, they live in that weird limbo of the disease setting. It's too common that it warrants attention. It's too rare that it's been overlooked. But Susan Pandia did not overlook IDH mutant gliomas. In 2018, I was just joining the team and I was seeing a start line. She was envisioning a finish line. And her intricate understanding of the purpose that she outlined to me in her office on a whiteboard 7 years ago is probably the main reason why I stand with you here. Susan Pandia did not settle for that vision. She also built a team that had that sense of community, really an integral part of that team composition, a team that was really ready to transform her vision into a reality. Susan, you're an amazing mentor. You're an incredible visionary drug developer. Thank you. And when I joined the team had an anchor. That anchor is also with us here, Lori Steelman. She was at the beginning. She was at the team since the beginning. And She was a steadfast anchor for the entire program, and her integrity, her compassion, her dedication, her work ethics is something that I've learned from for the past years, and it's just a statement of how amazing this team was, and she's continually being the anchor for the team for us, and she, day in, day out, reminds us of the fact that science at its core is a humane endeavor. It's not just a job. So thank you, Lori. You are the heart and soul of the Versailles program. And this team is now, that mighty small team is growing. We now have additional people who are working with us, amazing people, amazing talents. And now with vorasidenib approval past August, we're seeing more adaptation into clinical practice. We're getting a lot of positive feedback. But this is just the beginning. We're starting to ask all the challenging questions. We will continue to ask these challenging questions. It's part of our duty to continue to investigate further. We're doing that. We're now investigating vorasidenib in combination settings. We already have 2 studies open and enrolling patients in combination settings. We have 1 trial investigating vorasidenib and pembrolizumab combination in a current setting. This study is now open in 16 US sites. It's open for oligodendroglioma patients as well. We're really eager to see if this can give us an understanding of how IDH inhibition could modulate the immune response in this disease setting. The other trial is in investigating vorasidenib in combination with temozolomide, the current standard of care therapy for this disease setting, and we are also opening our safety lead-in for oligodendroglioma patients. We want to be as inclusive as possible in our next endeavors, and I think that the data from this trial is going to be very important to shape our understanding how we can use vorasidenib in frontline settings and in higher grades as well.